Hickok 45 here with an Elite pistol. As you can tell from the title, it's an Elite SIG P220 and 10 millimeter. Very elite and very pretty. Look at that baby. You know, we just need to give you a good look at it before we even start. It's so pretty. Satin stainless, all stainless steel frame and slide. Rosewood grip. It's pretty. Let's see if it'll shoot. Why don't we just start out on pumpkin here? Just messing with that a little bit. Oh, oh wait a minute. I forgot. I already carved pumpkin, didn't I? Now there's one disadvantage. It is low capacity, 8 rounds. But I have 8 more. Okay. All right. A pineapple. Compliments of a viewer from Hawaii actually sent that to us. Couldn't eat it because it was a little mushy by the time it got here. Now it's more mushy. Let's go ahead and smoke a pot. Oh man, 10 millimeter is great for smoking pots. And let's kill a couple of fake 2 liters. Whoa. Now I want to remind myself where the rounds go. Okay, I think I know. Yeah, sorry buddy, you didn't survive even though I'm empty. Yeah, this is the SIG stainless, well, SIG Sauer P220 Elite stainless 10 millimeter. Okay, and it is a good looking gun. It is a 10, and it's seems like I've been looking at these for a while, and I'm just I mean, slightly enamored with them. I picked up one at in a gun shop not all that long ago, and I was impressed with the feel of it. Take a look at that thing here. We get a little irregular sunlight, but it's a gorgeous gun and it feels good. It just feels good in your hand, as most SIGs do. And they offer it in double action, you know, double single action or just single action. And I requested a single action. I just felt like it needs to be a single action firearm. Okay, good looking gun, good looking gun. And I mean, it doesn't have to be a single action, but it you know, it's such a powerful round. And I don't know that, you know, for whatever reason you like and other people like a double to single action SIG, and they're very popular with a lot of people. I just felt like with a really hot round like this, maybe it's not that necessary. And because I don't know that, I think one of the reasons you have the double to single is, you know, especially carrying it as a law enforcement officer, for you know, individual carrying it with a carry permit, whatever the situation might be, you know, having a longer pull on that first pull and all that kind of thing. You know, this is mainly for hunting, I would say, so I'm not sure that's as important. So I thought with, I may be wrong, but with a single action only, you might just get a little bit better trigger. I don't know, but it's a good trigger. So pretty cool gun. All right, let's we'll put a little more ammo in these mags. Now I've got a bad place on my thumb here, so I'm going to use the loader even on the single stack. Normally on a single stack mag, I don't worry about it too much. But this is we appreciate again Bud sending that to us, our major sponsor, and all they do for us, as well as Federal Premium sending us this great 10 millimeter ammo. Because 10 millimeter ammo is not that cheap, as many of you know already. That's one disadvantage of a 10. It's a little more expensive to shoot, depending on whether you hand load or not, and what kind of ammo you're getting. We've got some trophy bonded stuff here we'll shoot too through it. And but mainly here we'll be shooting kind of the ammo I like as my old staple, American Eagle, and actually have for a long time. I've always liked American Eagle long before Federal started helping us out. I used to look for it and have shot a lot of it. And in fact, when we request ammo from Federal, I have some choices, but I just like to get the bulk of it in American Eagle. It's good range ammo, I think. It always has been for me, and it tends to work. You tend not to have trouble with it, and so yeah, that works. But we're going to shoot some of these babies too. 10 millimeter, it's a powerful round, and I'll tell you what, this thing tames it really well. Why? Because it weighs 44 ounces. It's a pretty heavy gun. We're not going to do a Glock SIG comparison. We've done those before, I think, but the Glock 20, for example, is 31 ounces unloaded. Okay, and this is 44, 13 ounces difference. And so it's got some weight to it. It's got some heft. And when you pull it up and shoot it, it feels good. I was expecting recoil the first time I shot it the other day. And I thought, whoa, it's pretty nice. And I've not shot any of the trophy bonded stuff, which is a little hotter, but it's not gonna hurt. Otherwise, I was a little concerned. I got a swollen thumb there, and I thought, okay, we may not be able to shoot this guy, but it doesn't, you know, I keep my thumb out of the way, I'm all right. It really does absorb the recoil with that weight, I'll have to say. And as I said, it's a pretty gun. You've got a big trigger guard. I think the 10 millimeter is about a ½ inch longer than the standard 45 ACP P220. It's you got serrations up here, some smaller ones up front, adjustable sights in the rear, which seem to be right on. And well, they're right on. It actually shoots. I have to hold this a tad low. I didn't mess with them yet though. And you got a night sight, a SIG light there in the front. So it's a pretty nice piece of hardware, no doubt about it. I think they run around $1,200, something in that area, 13, depending on where you find it. And I'm not sure what the MSRP is, but they're not cheap. It's a SIG, and it's one of their, you know, top of the line, you know, firearms. Comes in I think four different configurations. This one's all stainless. The frame is stainless as well. I think all of them are all steel models, pretty sure. It's just that one of these comes, you got a stainless nitron model. It's got a darker slide, I guess it is. And then you've got kind of a match grade model and a hunter model. So you can look at their website and see all the different configurations if you're thinking about one. And then, as I said, you can get it in single action only like this one, or you can get it double to single action. So if I were going to buy one, and I tell you, I would not mind having one of these. I like it pretty well. It would be in this configuration. I tend to order firearms that are something I like, you know, that John and I kind of like, unless it's really weird and we're the only ones that are going to like it. But I just thought that would make the most sense. Let's try another round or two here. All right, I'm gonna go on over the hill over there, and did I put one in? Oh no! All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try the red plate. I think I know where to hold, if I can only do it. Okay, I guess I need to bring her up a little bit. Bring her down a little bit. There we go. I had to bring her down a little bit, yeah. So if I were going to keep it and shoot it a lot, I would adjust that rear sight a little bit. Should have done that, I guess, but if I hold down a little bit under it, yeah, right on it. I'm gonna try that pig. Now that pig did not want to fall the other day. And he didn't want to fall then either, did he? Okay, we got him over. Oh, this way got gone. That woke him up. I tell you, I don't know if you can tell from watching, but the recoil is very, very mild. Let's go ahead and try some of these things. We'll take care of that mild recoil. We'll put something a little warmer in it. These are some really premium rounds. And these are, let's see, yeah, 180 grain, trophy bonded, jacketed soft point. Probably not be a bad round at all if you were out looking for wild hogs. All right. And it wouldn't be bad to have if a wild bear, grizzly, tried to attack you. I'm gonna shoot 2 boxes of, or 2 magazines, not 2 boxes probably. Okay, see how these feel. This is the kind of ammo that you would carry. There's lots of good 10 millimeter ammo. You know, really hot hunting ammo. There's a lot of specialized rounds out there, this being one of them. And it's typically what you would carry if you were hunting. So let's try these. All right. Let's try one on a 2 liter. Let's try it. There's a milk carton right there. It needs to be taken out. There's a yellow 2-liter that needs to be taken out. Boom. A little more recoil, but not anything excessive. Let's put one on the gong. Probably have a different point of impact. I don't know. All right, he hit it pretty hard. Let's hit him again. Let's try a ram. I'm not sure where to hold, but I went over it, I think. Yeah. Oh, it's going over then. Okay. Hard to see. We've had a lot of rain here. No dust for sure. There we go. I was going high. That's smart, Ellie. Okay. Very accurate firearm. It's me if I'm missing, okay? It is me. I'm gonna shoot some more of those since we have them. I like that. It gives you a serious jolt. Lets you know you're shooting a big gun, even though it weighs 44 ounces and you have that heavy slide. Let's do a couple more. And I'm not gonna give up on that ram. Okay. Slow down. Hold a little bit low. There we go. Okay, we're going too low. And let's blow up another 2-liter here. I bet this will knock the propane tank over. Or go through it. Boom. Oh, that's why you buy a 10mm, because very powerful, very powerful. Let me take it apart real quick and show you. Has a full-length steel guide rod, okay, and you got your rails, I think I showed you. And when you get it back here like that, take the mag out, pull that down. It's pretty typical of a SIG. You got your full-length rails, okay, so lots of strength, and again, it's all steel. I may want to show you that. I don't guess I really need to take this out. Somehow that barrel got warm. But, you know, it's all SIG quality. No doubt about it. She's a little dirty, and I haven't cleaned it but one time, I guess, and I've shot maybe 100 rounds or more since then, I suppose. But you know, like most SIGs, I just generally don't have malfunctions or anything like that to worry about. They work. Okay, so let's put him back together. Take a couple more shots. If I had my screwdriver, I'd probably go ahead and work on those sights a little bit, but I think we've done that before, you know, in a video where adjusted the sights and got them on, you know, in the video a little bit more precise and that kind of thing, but don't need to do it on this, I guess. There we go. It's a simple matter. It's one of the nice things about it. So it is, for me, it shoots a little high, the way I like to hold the sights, so I would need, to bring the rear sight down a little bit. See, it would be no trouble. Maybe about a half a turn there would do that. So a simple matter. And this really has some nice adjustable sights on it. The irony of that is typically, I used to have some firearms had these installed sights like this, Bomar, low mounts, you know, on a 1911. Really expensive and great sights like these. But once you get them tweaked to where you want them, you know, a couple of turns here and there, and then bang, you never adjust them again. That was my experience. So I'd really rather have fixed sights that were right where I want them, but that's not always possible. And then sometimes you change your ammo, and you know, you just get a little bit different point of aim. So you might have to adjust them. But I can think of so many firearms. Well, most of my Smith & Wessons that have adjustable sights, almost every one of them. Like the Model 29, the big long barreled one I've had forever. I have not changed the sights on that in probably 40 years. you know, and they're adjustable. But, you know, typically once I get them where I want them, that's where they stay. So this is a cool gun. It's not cheap, but if you're looking for a 10 millimeter and a nice gun, and you definitely don't want to go cheap on a 10 millimeter because they're not going to be too cheap. I don't think anybody makes a inexpensive 10 millimeter because there's a lot of pressure there, and you need a well-made gun. And this has been a standard for a long time. The old Glock 20, they just work, and it really helped keep the 10 millimeter alive, I think, because you know, you don't see many people criticizing these things. I did put some ammo in for this. I wanted to compare the feel of the recoil because that gun is a lot lighter. Let me shoot them side by side here. Just get a feel. So I haven't shot that for a few days. Oh, I'll just go on the Cowboy here, a couple shots. And okay, put a few of this. I'll hit one in, okay. Okay. A different experience than I had the other day. We were shooting the HK VP40, comparing it with a little bit with a Glock 23. And a Glock 23, I didn't do it in the video, I did it outside the video. Glock 23 actually didn't have as much recoil as that big heavy VP40. Now in this case, this kicked more. I don't know if you can tell, it's jumping around more and probably a little harder to hold on target, okay, than this. So the weight on that slide makes a difference. This would be a nice, if I were going hog hunting tomorrow, as much as I like Glocks, I might rather take this. I don't know, either one would do fine, but it's a good shooting gun. Good shooting gun. Put the safety on. That makes it cocked and locked like a 1911. And my do-all holster there, like most guns, it fits in that one. I really thought it might not. So I'm gonna draw it out and take that pumpkin out again. Oh, there's another 2-liter. Still another 2-liter. All right. Oh, hot. Oh man, 10 millimeter does a good job. Oh, there's one down. I hate to get him while he's down, but I almost forgot about him. Yeah, sorry about that. I know that's not kosher, but boom. 10 millimeter knocks him around. What else about this thing? It does not, I was about to drop the hammer. It doesn't have the hammer drop. It's single action. You know, it's not like some of your SIGs have the hammer drop. It's, you know, it just is what it is. It has a safety. It's more like a 1911. It really is kind of a 1911 with just a little different contour to it. And very nice trigger, a nice brake. I'm not sure how heavy it is, but it's a nice brake. And it's not heavy. You got stippling on the front of the grip there, front of the trigger guard, which a lot of experts advise you not to put your finger out there. I know some people do, but you got it there. You want to do that. And it's got kind of a beaver tail, so you know, no chance of slide bite. You know, the bore axis is up a little bit as compared with some guns, but it's not a problem. What else about this thing that I haven't pointed out? It's a nice gun. Nice gun. The SIG 220 came out, I think, 1975, like a 9 millimeter, I believe, for the Swiss Army, and then in other calibers, 38 Super, some different calibers, and then 45 later. And when you think of a 220, I think of a 45 ACP generally, because I had one of these back in the 80s, and in that for several years. Very popular model. In a lot of ways, if you run into people who are really SIG fans and have 4 or 5 of them, the 220 is one of their great favorites. It's I don't know if it's top of their line, but I'm not sure what the top of their line is. I'm not as familiar with all their models, but the 220 is just one of their best guns, I think. And that maybe is why they made the 10 in it. Okay, very popular. And you know what's great about it? I sound like I'm trying to sell it to you, don't I? I do like it. I do like it. I've given SIG a hard enough time over the years. I get a chance to make up for it a little bit because I like this gun pretty well. right now I lost track of what I was going to say, but in 45, the double single action is one of the things that has bothered me about a lot of the SIGs, and it's nice to have this one in a really cool caliber cartridge in single action. So it really is like a cool 1911 in so many ways, and with that grip, it fits like a glove, and it's got good sights, very good visibility. All right. I guess in terms of negatives, the weight of it, it's a big heavy gun. If you carried this thing, I guess it's going to be pulling down on your belt, before the day's over. You're going to know you got some serious weight. That's a chunk. I don't know if I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure I don't own a semi-automatic pistol that weighs this much. No, wait a minute. The Desert Eagle might. I should have gotten it out. I'm sorry to put it in the same sentence with it, but yeah, I'm not sure that Desert Eagle weigh a lot more than this. So it's got some heft to it. But I tell you what, when you pull the trigger, you're glad. That's why it's such a sweet shooter. It feels good. All right. So anyway, it's a pretty nice gun. I'm gonna shoot one more time. If y'all hang around, let's shoot a couple more of these. Oh, so that's all we have. A couple, isn't it? We'll shoot a couple more of those. Oh, I'll do that. I've got my speed letter out here to help me out. My sore thumb. I don't want to hit my sore thumb real hard and be crying in the video. Oh man. Y'all would just take away my man card. Go bawling. Tears running down my cheek into the gun. That's a whole nother. Yeah. 10 millimeter. It's a longer. I'll just leave those in the bottom and put some more of these in. It's a longer than the 40. Almost the same case, just basically longer. It's 40 caliber. Okay. I don't know if we've done anything on the big history of that cartridge or not, but it was as a result of the Miami shootout in '86. The FBI was looking at some different rounds and something they thought at the time they wanted bigger bullet, more power, and all that kind of thing. They adopted a 10 millimeter, and then it turned out to be a little too powerful for a lot of the agents to learn to shoot on and shoot well. And so they dropped that back, but it's popular. It has a very, very loyal following. I say loyal but small, but it's not too small. Not too small. A lot of people have a 10 millimeter and like it, even if they don't shoot it a whole lot. I've had one for a long time. I've got a couple of them. I've got both of the Glock 10 millimeters, and it's just a neat cartridge. I will always have one, and it's just generally it's in a bigger gun, not your carry permit type of pistol that you're looking for, generally speaking, unless you live in Alaska or somewhere. Okay, there they are. They're in that one. I'll shoot that one first. So we have 8-round magazines, and so I should get 6 normal rounds, and then a couple of big ones. That pumpkin needs a little more abuse, doesn't he? Alright, I'm going to shoot the stem off with one of those trophy bonded rounds. Alright, I'm going to hit the cowboy with one of them. Boom. Nice rounds. We have another pot to smoke. I forgot about that. Let's just take him out. Isn't that interesting how pots are? Put a hole in him and didn't even break him up. I got to hit the red plate again. Okay. Alright. Told you I did. And I need to knock over a turkey. Let's get that one to the right of the barrel. See if we can just ruin his day. And let's put a couple on the gong. Yeah. Good place to finish up, isn't it? On the gong. So anyway, this is pretty cool. I'm glad to have an opportunity to shoot it. If you're thinking about one of these, I don't think you could go wrong. I've not shot the other 2 or 3 models or configurations of it, but it is a sweet shooter. It's very pleasant to shoot, even with that hottest ammo. It's It's a sweetie. Partly because that grip just fits your hand like a glove, like most SIGs, and then also because of the weight of it and the weight of that slide. Very, very pleasant to shoot. Really, if you can shoot a 45 ACP and don't complain about the recoil of it, you could probably shoot this without any trouble, even with hot ammo. It's just a pretty nice pistol, I will have to say. I'm a convert. Not really. I didn't need to be converted, but it's a good one. Looks to me like. So you'll see this on eGunner, I guess. End up with somebody, and whoever does, you're gonna have a nice pistol. I'd kind of like to keep it myself. Maybe I will sneak it away. Life is good. We'd like to thank one of our sponsors, SDI, the Sonoran Desert Institute. SDI has fully accredited distance learning programs where you can get certified in gunsmithing or even an associate's degree in firearms technology. Of course, the study includes hands-on experience, which is important, of course. So check it out. Go to sdi.edu or just click on the link in the description. Okay? And also, we'd like to remind you to check out the Hickok 45 Facebook page and the Hickok 45 and Son channel and its Facebook page, as well as Gun Culture Radio on iTunes. Now remember all this, because I'm coming to your house randomly over the next year or two to give you a quiz on it, okay? Thank you.